Again, you have to have everything in its place, everything ready. To begin, you need a nice peeler. This is about $2.85, $3 for this peeler, but this thing's like a razor and it really peels. You know, this is what's called is like an asparagus peeler, but it's really good for potatoes. Pot for boiling the potatoes, and we're doing some classic potatoes. So, easiest way to peel the potatoes is this. And what I like to do is I like to use like a towel or paper towel or anything, because then I can pick it up and move. It's not much of a problem with cleaning up after. You can also do it this way. Right? See how fast this is? And these potatoes that I've got here are Yukon Gold potatoes. Yukon Golds are a lot creamier, buttery consistency to it. So as opposed to like using russet potatoes, I really like using the Yukon Golds. So, but you can use anything you want. You can use Red Bliss. You can use new potatoes, russets, Yukon Golds, creamers, fingerlings. Alright guys, now watch this. The whole point of laying this towel down is for the ease of cleanup. See? Boom, boom. Now the next thing we're going to do, and what's important to remember, is we're going to cut the potatoes and we're going to boil them. Again, let's sharpen our knife. And all the same size so they cook evenly, or cook uniformly. You figure one potato feeds 2 people. So this is 2 people right here. So if I'm making 6 potatoes, I'm feeding 12 people. That's enough. And you may even get 3 people out of it, because when you're doing Thanksgiving food and you're doing all these side dishes, people won't eat as much. Potatoes have been peeled, sliced, adding some water, and I'm going to boil them. Okay, so now we have the water. We're going to throw it in the back. And the most important thing about that is having salted water. About 4 tablespoons of salt for every 8 cups of water. Now, remember we put the turkey in. We've got it at 450 degrees. As I mentioned, you want to make sure that you get a nice golden color on the turkey. At that point, once you've done that, we can then figure out the time and set our watches. Looking good. Still needs more time. Hey, listen to that sound now.
Oh yeah. Looking good, looking good.
Smells good too. Potatoes have to be fork tender. And you notice they're not at a rapid boil, they're just at a boil, nice slow boil. So let's take this knife, see, and just cut right through. So I'm just going to let them sit there a little bit longer, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to rice the potatoes. Because this is a food mill, also known as a ricer. We'll strain the potatoes, we'll put them in here, the size of the holes is the guard, and this is smaller. And we'll put them in here and we will rice them, they'll come through, then I'll add tons of cream and lots of butter, and then we'll have our finished product. A little salt and pepper, mashed potatoes, and we're good to go. We're going to strain the potatoes, and then we are going to sieve them, or use the ricer, and we're going to make the mashed potatoes. We're going to use this, we've used this pot to cook the actual potatoes. We're going to use it to actually store the potatoes. We're going to use it to strain and put them back. We're going to use this to strain, all right, put them in here, all right, like this, all right. So now we can rice the potatoes, come over here, all right. This is the process of ricing. Back and forth a couple times. Now, add that there. Full pound of butter. First, what we want to do is just fold. Right, to fold. Bring up, fold over. Okay.
Cream, of course. Got to do the heavy whipping cream.
Again,
how much would you say?
Don't mix too fast. Start with a 1/4 cup.
1/4 cup of the...
Just fold it at first. Get it in there. Once it gets in there, you can start to do this. Salt. If you want to keep the potatoes this color, then don't add black pepper. add white pepper. I'm gonna add a little cream just to the top, just to let it sit. And then I'm gonna take this butter from the paper and just like this, cover this. Okay, so now we're ready to go.